Many people are worrying about Tyson Fury through weight gain, recent black eye that he sported and shown in recent interviews, his behavior, his mate, Billy Joe Saunders, badly injured and lost after telling the world that he was going to win. There's a lot going on, and I think fans are questioning Tyson Fury's mental space, someone who is obviously suffered or told you that they suffered from various issues. I'm going to explore all these things, explain to you what's going on and why fans are worried for Tyson Fury in this here video. You don't want to miss this. Stay tuned. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you love what I'm doing, make sure you guys all hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. If this is your first time hearing my voice or you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do that. And what you get in return is all things boxing, some UFC, the latest and greatest. I'll let you know the fighter's shape, what's going on with the fights, post-fight breakdowns, live streams, entertainment, and you should enjoy it. Also use my link in the description to get ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus, great way to support the channel and also give yourself a lot of content. Now let's get into it. A lot of people have questions about Tyson Fury's mental space. There is a lot going on, from Billy Joe Saunders, that's his gypsy buddy, who just fought Canelo. That was the big fight over the weekend, main event. And before 70,000 plus people, they said Billy Joe Saunders' eye got crushed and he got knocked out. Really, the knockout came from a single punch and he was unable to continue. I believe he quit on his stool, knowing the imminent danger. If he were to try to continue, he knew Canelo was going to knock him out, in the ring, in round. So Tyson Fury, in that situation, he told everybody that Billy Joe Saunders was going to win, even stop Canelo. So that's one thing that is currently going on with Tyson Fury. Two, Mike Coppinger of The Athletic, it says, sources, resolution expected in a Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder arbitration in coming days, potentially by Monday. The dispute surrounds the rematch clause. Is Wilder owed a third fight? Former judge Daniel Weinstein will rule. Will Deontay Wilder be awarded damages? Will Fury simply move on? So the reporter is posing these questions, but we've all been following this story, and I think the answer is very simple. Wilder is owed a third fight. Obviously, I'm not the judge, Weinstein, but I look forward to them to make the right call. We all know that the second fight was very lucrative, and they had a third fight that was scheduled until Tyson Fury attempted to abort that mission, and he used Wilder and gained the belt. A lot of people thought he did it outside of the actual rule set with a tampered glove in Glovegate. Look it up. And he tried to leave Wilder high and dry. But we'll see what the ruling is on that. So that's another thing. Then Tyson Fury, he had to post this because he had a political message about Palestine and Israel. And he says, like, he was basically supporting Israel. And there are basically a lot of protests and killings, and it's a time of turmoil. And now Fury took to his social media and he claims that the post that was on his verified page on his story was not because of him. He said some alleged bastards put this on his story and told him to get off his page. So how many people have your access codes and passwords and login information if you're a verified celebrity? So you want us to believe that you didn't post it. But for more on that topic, this is why I suggest you guys subscribe. I did a separate video so you can learn about that and what happened in detail. And that was a video that was published today, so you'll see it on my channel. But in just a real quick recap, it says statement. I'll delete this in 24 hours. First and foremost, I send love. Let me skip past that. I stand with the people. Just watch the old video, because I don't even want to talk. Like, I don't believe Tyson Fury here, and I think it's just a waste of time. So watch the first video if you want more on that. So that's just basically another situation that Tyson Fury has going on. But now Tyson Fury is back training. And speaking of back, people have looked at the form he's in and noticed some weight gain. Not even like on some body shaming, but pictures came out where he was in Miami in a Speedo or whatever with whoever this is. I thought he was married, but whatever. And this is his form. This is the shape that he's in. And people are looking at him like, dang, he doesn't look to be in the best of shape. So as something I've seen when the Klitschko 2 fight was coming, and Tyson Fury later divulged after failing a drug test that he got into drugs and depression and stuff like that, he started letting his shape go. Because I remember they did a press conference for the Klitschko fight, and Tyson Fury took his shirt off and he had like a big belly at the press conference. Hold on. Fury, Klitschko, fat stomach. Let's see if this comes up. I remember Tyson Fury ripped shirt off. So look, in 2016, so he was scheduled to fight against Klitschko in a rematch, and out of nowhere he started acting wild and weird, and he revealed that this was the shape he was in, and he was taunting him. He's like, "You got beat by this, by this guy," and his body was looking like real warped. And it looks like Tyson Fury had, when he gets depressed or when he gets low, this is one of the things that we've seen from him in the past historically, weight gain. So a lot of people are like, he got a lot on his mind. You have a Fury Joshua fight that they've been teasing and saying 1 more week, mate. And there's no resolution. His boss, his advisor, is on the run. They did a documentary about him. Billy Joe Saunders just left in the hospital. Couldn't even do a post-fight press conference. Looks like he's gained weight, because when he first was when the pandemic first started, Tyson Fury was doing these videos like in-home workouts, trying to stay up, and he had his family and he was doing these workouts. But now he looked in better shape in those earlier videos when the pandemic first started, those family workout Instagram lives he was doing, than he does now. I will show you guys so you guys can be the judge for yourself and let me know what you think of Tyson Fury's shape.
Good bump and punch. Good bump and punch, yeah.
So that's Tyson Fury, and as you see, as he's training, you see his whole back jiggling, and he just doesn't look like the same shape he was in for the pandemic when it first started. Like, he definitely gained size, and maybe this is his comfort zone. But again, this could also be what Fury does when he gets depressed or when he gets unmotivated, as you've seen in the prior screen caps I showed you from the Klitschko fight. And then the Klitschko fight ultimately never happened, the rematch, because Tyson Fury went off the deep end, and then he got stripped for failing a drug test and gained even more weight, etc. So Fury, definitely a weird individual. Like, this is him in some of his better shape. He definitely doesn't look like that right now. To me, he looks real, like, just loose. That's how big he got at one point. This is an old video of mine, Ego Weight Watchers. So I've been on the case and talking about this for a while. That ain't him. Oh, is that him? See, he looks in better shape there. So who knows what's going on through his mind. But the Joshua Fury fight looked cap. They keep saying it, but the obvious elephant in the room is Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Oh my God. And now we're going to get a resolution hopefully soon. And some people are going to look extremely dumb in the sport of boxing. There's a lot of people that will lie to you in your face. They'll tell you, this is going to happen, and check for Joshua Fury and give this fake hype. I think Fury was running from the Wilder rematch, and he didn't want the Wilder rematch. He preferred the Joshua fight. I think Fury, despite all his weird behavior and the weirdness that he does, he respects Wilder. He may not like Wilder, but he respects him. You can listen to some of his recent interviews where he's made statements like, Deontay Wilder will annihilate all the other heavyweights outside of myself. Right? And you can pull all this stuff up. So even though he beat Wilder, right? Even though he beat Wilder, he made statements right there. Tyson Fury says Deontay Wilder annihilates the other heavyweights in the division. Boom, April 12th. So recent statements, it's just May, right? So a little over a month ago, he made these statements that Wilder would annihilate everybody else in the division. So you could tell he respects him. Now he's going to have to fight Wilder clean. Who knows what's going on through Fury's mind, but Fury doesn't look like he's in the best mental space. Like, this is what we have seen historically when Fury was under pressure. Like, to me, he looks really old right here. Like,
Tyson Fury.
You look at his eyes and stuff, like he looks older. And here's another thing, as I mentioned in the video, is you got Fury, this is his current form and his body and stuff like that, but he's also donned and sported a black eye. So this was last week, and you can see he has a shiner right there. He has a black eye right there and a scrape mark. So Fury looks like to me, he looks like he's unwinding, because it's like, how do you get a black eye and you just got back to sparring already? And it's funny because old media says him and Billy Joe Saunders are the slickest, but you see him with a big bright shiner, and he just started training. You know, at least in America, he just started training, and he already has a nasty black eye that he's been sporting all of fight week. So it looks like Fury got a lot going on. He has, like I said, he just started training camp. No announced opponent. He's sounding like this inactivity is bothering him because he hasn't fought since February. I think the idea of fighting Wilder again bothers him. Wilder's been looking real sharp in recent videos. Like I said, he got a black eye. He got a pretty nasty shiner. And you just started. Here's another angle for it. Look, so there's the black eye that you can see clearly under his eye. He probably had to put some makeup on it, but that's at the Canelo fight when he was being interviewed by DAZN. Fury in the past, when things weren't going his way, he couldn't deal with the pressure. Like, he's in Miami right now, and he's talking trash to Joshua and Dillian White, but Wilder's training. Joshua just posted a picture looking buff and muscle bound, and Fury's body out here is like this. And again, I understand it's not a bodybuilding contest, but I would imagine as an athlete, you want to truly be in the best peak form that you can be in. So Joshua looks to be in shape. Here's a recent, Joshua just posted this recent picture. Joshua looks in shape. We seen Wilder, and he's training in shape. And the guy who's had mental health issues, and when it all became too much for him, he succumbed and gave up under pressure, right? These are Wilder training clips recently. Look at the man's back. Look at his arms in shape, right? Looking in shape, looking ready to go. So we'll see. But Tyson Fury, it might get ugly for him. There's another recent Wilder. You know what I mean? But it looks to me like Fury is unraveling. He got all this drama with the backlash from the Palestine-Israel posts. He said he don't get into that, but then I made the video. Just check the video so you can get more of that. He doesn't look like he's in the shape that he's always been in for, I guess, the better fights, like the better performances or whatever. So we'll see how it plays out. A lot of fans starting to worry about Tyson Fury if he's mentally losing it and if he got it under control. I guess we'll find out a couple more things in very short order. Use my link in the description to get TUBEBUDDY. TUBEBUDDY, awesome way to level up your YouTube content, get seen, discoverability, ultimately making you more money on this very platform, YouTube, as a creator. I use it, been using it. We're over 200,000. You know what to do. Click that link in the description. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Tyson Fury looks like he's kind of on a downward spiral, at least to me. Let me know what you guys feel. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe to the next videos. Ego signing off. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.